Carmelo Anthony, a 25-point second quarter.
Trade me now.
In which he hit 10 out of 12 from the floor, and the Knicks have a 67-66 lead over the Washington Wizards. It is the American Express halftime report from Studio J in Atlanta. Ernie Johnson, Shaq, Kenny, and Charles. You're going to hear from these guys in just a second, but we're going to start over there in Area 21 with Kevin Garnett, Randy Moss, his special guest, and Melo. 27. 2 in the first, 25 in the second, KG.
Man, that's impressive. Man, I would like to see Melo like this every night. Seriously, man, the Knicks need to do this every night. He is a prolific scorer. You need to let the man score. This is a perfect example.
That performance against the Celtics, man, he's making up for last night. Wish he could have had this performance last night, but we were talking earlier about this man leaving New York.
Man, look.
Man, he's showing you why he belongs in New York tonight with this performance.
Trying to tell you, this one, I feel like you need to put some just real talent, man. It's New York. There should be no reason you shouldn't be able to recruit for this team, period.
They brought Phil Jackson there for a reason. All the rings that he has, he needs to be able to put guys around Carmelo Anthony because he only has a few more years left, KG, to play at this high level.
Man, chemistry. Man. Ernie, to you.
Yeah,
man.
Yeah, we're here.
Let me hear it.
We're here, Chuckster.
Yes,
A display by Melo in the second quarter.
Well, listen, he's always been an amazing scorer. He's on a roll right now. Regardless, though, they got to make a decision.
He says he's committed to New York.
Well, first of all, he shouldn't be.
Should not?
He should not be.
He's got the uniform on. Why shouldn't he be?
Well, that's not what I mean. Listen, they're not any good. He's on the downside of his career. He should want to be playing for a contender. That's why I would listen, let's work out this trade and let's do a win-win. But listen, like I said, the guy makes $30 million a year for the next 2 or 3 years. They're not going to be any good. The Knicks are not going to win the championship in the next 2 or 3 years.
What contender can take a $30 million?
You've changed your tune on the New York Knicks.
Yeah.
No. You used to be pretty high on them and saying, here they come, they're going to be a playoff team.
That was last year. What did I say the first night? And Kenny says...
out of all the things you said...
No. The first night I said...
You said ship be sinking.
I said the ship be sinking.
Yep.
Because the Knicks put 5 guys out there I'd never heard before. They got a good starting unit. They don't have any bench. I said the ship be sinking. Kenny says, how do you know that after one game? Because they're no good, and they're not going to be any good. And if I'm Carmelo, listen, I don't want to finish my career. The guy's going to be a Hall of Famer. He's always been a great scorer. I don't want to finish my last 2 or 3 years playing for an awful team. That's what I would say.
Meantime, Washington, 22-19 now. They're playing great at home. On the road, they have struggled. They're just 4-13, but John Wall's going to be an all-star.
John Wall's an all-star. I think overall, what he's done also with Scotty Brooks is, they've kind of meshed together. I think early in the year, I think there was a little bit of trying to figure out how Scotty wanted him to play and how he wanted to play. But now his aggressive nature getting to the rim and getting others involved is probably dictated. They got a crazy winning streak at home over the last 12, 13 games.
13.
So they are playing really good basketball. They're trying to take their act on the road. The one thing that makes John Wall is very similar to what Russell Westbrook does. When you get him in transition, it is too difficult to stop the speeding bullet. He is coming at you full speed. He has a size and strength at 6'4" to get into the lane. He finishes with both hands. Very Russell Westbrook-like, other than the attitude that Russell Westbrook has, because that Russell Westbrook will do anything to get to the rim at times.
Big man focused tonight on Marcin Gortat.
You know what? He's an old-school big man. Love his game, Ernie. He's not really the type of center that you can call plays for. Chuck, you like this right here. Put a body on the guard, roll to the basket, always moving. And he's been doing this for a long time. That's why he's called the Polish Hammer. Right here, again, Ernie, he's not going to come down, set up on the block, and demand the ball. He's going to do the thing to get his teammates open. He sets a good screen. Love the way he puts his body. And John Wall right there, great pass. He's playing good. I think he's averaging 10 and 11. I love this guy, Ernie. He's an old school center. 11 and 12, excuse me.
It's frustrating watching. There's several teams in the Eastern Conference. This is probably at the top of my list with Milwaukee, Orlando. This has been really disappointing. You asked me.
Washington?
Washington. We talked about early in the season, like you said, pick one team that's going to make the playoffs. And I said, the Wizards. The Wizards. And you guys gave me a hard time. But I don't understand why they're so bad on the road. They got everything. I mean, I'm really surprised. I thought they'd be up there for the top. I mean, obviously Boston, Toronto are right there behind the Cavaliers, but I thought Washington would be right up there at the number 4 or 5 seed.
Well, they're number 5 right now because they've won 13 of their last 18.
Yeah, but I'm talking about they should be way over 500.
Right.
I mean, they got enough talent to be way over 500. They shouldn't be struggling at all.